We search so hard for answers, in books, in people, in noise. But the truth we seek has always lived in silence. Not the silence of absence, but the silence of presence, the kind that doesn't shout, but still holds you completely. And once you touch that silence, something inside shifts. You realize what you were looking for was never outside. It was buried beneath the noise you clung to, in fear. The void is not something to avoid. It's a sacred doorway, a passage every seeker must walk through. But the void is not the end. It clears the field. It breaks the old shell. And from that brokenness, something real begins to stir. Not a thought, not a belief, but a presence, a living experience of who you really are. You don't open your eyes outwardly. You wake up inwardly. You start to see, not forms or roles, but life itself. And before we move on, we pause. We honor the void, the unmaking, the silence that stripped away who we thought we were. Because without it, we would have never remembered who we truly are. The void doesn't destroy, it reveals. And what it reveals cannot be spoken, only lived, only felt. You emerge from that sacred dark, no longer as who you were. You return as awareness itself. So breathe. Let what was false fall away. Let silence fill you, not to numb, but to open. Let it open space for the next truth to rise. And when it rises, you won't need to explain it. You'll feel it in your breath, in your heartbeat, in your feet touching the earth. Something will feel different, not because something new was added, but because something false fell away. Now we step forward, not back into the world of distraction, but into the quiet miracle of presence. Presence isn't emptiness, it's awareness. It's life, without the mask. Not the presence of a god above, but the sacred energy within. It has been here all along, waiting, watching, loving. When you become aware of that presence, the world doesn't change, but the way you see it does. Your breath slows, not because you tried to meditate, but because your body remembers it is safe. A leaf, a cup of water, a quiet smile. They begin to shine. Time is no longer something to outrun. You are here, and here is enough. This is the real beginning. Not a dramatic enlightenment, but a gentle return to yourself, to life, to love. The love that Rumi called the beloved, not a person, not an emotion, but the divine essence inside all things. It doesn't arrive with noise. It appears in stillness, when the seeker finally stops seeking, and only presence remains. You don't find it. You remember it. You feel it like a home you never left. This is the beloved, not outside you, but within you. And now you walk differently, not with answers, but with attention, not with fear, but with love. This is the quiet revolution, the journey inward, and it begins now.